live right now. So let's start with our introductions. With you, Juliana, can you start, please, talking a little bit about you?
Okay, good morning, guys. My name is Juliana. I am 27 years old. I am a software engineer. I have two cats, Nina and Magrelo, and I live in São Paulo.
All right, thank you, Juliana. Let's go with you, Lurian.
Good morning, I'm Luria. I live in Belo Horizonte and I'm 34 years old. I have two dogs, Tobias and Luna. They are sleeping now, and I don't have any kids. I work as a business analyst. The company that I work, the main business is the agriculture. I work from home, so I don't need to go to the office. And here in Talk and Talk, I'm a French host too. That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Lurian. Let's go now with you, Aparecida. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Aparecida Semirami. I live in Rio Verde, southwest of Goiás. I'm here a long time, and I'm married. I have one daughter. I work in IT area. I work with financial management of projects, infrastructure projects. And I have 7 cats. And I like stay here in TNT because I learn a lot every day, not only about English, but about communication in general, new topics. Each immersion is talking about a different topic, and so it's so interesting because we always are learning something about the others and the situation and the experience. I believe it's this I want to talk about today.
All right, thank you, guys. Sorry, thank you, Aparecida. Let's go with you, Andrea. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, guys. Sorry, I think was my connection is not so good today. Sorry about that. I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo. I've been living here for almost 40 years. I am married. I don't have kids. I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. In my free time, I like listening to music, drinking wine, cooking, and of course, be here and talk and talk to improve my speaking skills. That's it.
All right, thank you. And I think I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. So probably you girls already know me. My name is Carlos. I work as a software engineer. I'm a host here in Talk and Talk. The last 2 years, I think. Talk and Talk helped me to get fluently in English. I live in the south of Brazil. I'm married. I have two daughters, and yeah, I think that's it. I mentioned, yeah. So it's good talking about ourselves, all right? And that's the reason why I prepared this immersion today to talk a little bit. Who are you? Probably when someone asks you about this, if I ask you for you girls, who are you? You will say, "Oh, I don't know how to define myself." And the good point of this conversation is we can learn a little bit about ourselves and at the same time practice English. That's the reason why we are here, to practice our communication skills in English. So I send the questions again in the chat, and let's start with the first question. Luden, can you read the question number 1 to us and start answering, please?
Yes. What's a childhood memory that makes you smile? I think I can say about the moments when I spend time with my family in the village, and not in the village, in a small village next to Belo Horizonte, countryside. Yes, in the countryside, because my parents, they live here in Belo Horizonte, but they are not from here. So in my childhood, all the time, every time we need to visit my relatives in the other city in the countryside, and always was a moment with my cousins, my grandma. I remember always we could have a lot of food, a lot, play like free, because in Belo Horizonte, since it's a capital, and my mom is a really rural person, she didn't let me and my sister play, a lot in my neighborhood. Like we grow up like in the house, my mom, you cannot do this because it's so dangerous. And since we didn't have a family here, it was hard. So when I was in the countryside and with my cousins, we could be more free to play. So this is a memory I keep with me. That's it.
Oh, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing, Lurian. Let's go with you, Aparecida. What's a child memory that make you smile?
Yes, a bit, but I remember one when I went to pick up watermelons in a farm with my cousins. And a cow run after us, and then were the kids running after the place, running back without watermelons. But in the moment it was scary, but after we laughed a lot because it was funny. we don't pick up the watermelons and run because of the cow, and it was so funny. Until nowadays, I remember, I believe 6, 7 children running. Was so funny about it. It's so interesting. I remember that.
All right, thank you. That was funny. And what about you, Andrea?
Oh, guys, I am an only child, so for me, every time that I needed to go to my grandma's house, for example, my grandma's house, was so amazing because there I had a lot of people to play, even my uncles, my aunts, and I just remember the time that my grandmother used to live in a place that like a hill, a morro. I don't know if it's correct name. And we used to play with ball on the street. And every time that ball, we lose the ball, we needed to go until the end of the street. And it was like that to 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 catch the ball again. And it was so crazy because oh my gosh, every time it was like that. And also because my aunts and my uncles liked so much music. And because of this, I think I have this influence about music. I love music since I was a child. I I remember that I used to listen in Madonna, Michael Jackson, Legião Urbana with my uncles and my aunts. It was really good to have this memory until nowadays. That's it.
All right, thank you for sharing. And finally, what about you, Juliana? Do you have a child memory that make you smile? Smile.
Yes. Besides, I love traveling. I think it was when I went to the beach with my family for Christmas. It was super chill and really nice. The beach was crowded, but in a good way. I remember having a lot of fun playing with my dad and my brother, and my mom and my grandmother too. That's it.
All right, thank you. That's interesting, a child memory that make you smile. Of course, I had a lot of situations when I was a child that make me smile, but I like to remember the time when I was at the school. Sometimes when things go bad in my life, I don't know, I'm get frustrated or anxious or any bad feeling. I like to imagine or remember myself at the school. The school time, it was a good moment to me, and I like to revisit those moments. I remember when I was playing with my friends at this school, and it's really often. Actually, the last, I don't know. Most recently, I'm not doing this, but I remember it was frequently to me trying to remember my time at the school. I think it's a good memory that I had. Of course, it was it. I had bad moments at the school, but in general, I like to remember all the time when I was a child or where I became a teenager. I like to remember my time at school. I don't know why. Of course, it's not because I like to study or the math or Portuguese or so on, but I like to remember my friends. I think it's a good child memory that I had. Let's go to the question number 2. Uh, Let me check. Ludian, sorry, Aparecida, can you start the question number 2, please?
How would your friends describe you in one word? I believe persistent, one word, I believe persistent is this about me. I'm a persistent person. I continue when I want something, I continue until I got it. Is this?
So you are a Brazilian girl who doesn't give up, all right?
Yes.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you. And what about you, Andrea?
Oh, it's a difficult question, to think about ourselves in just one word. Oh my gosh, it's unfair, Carlos. But let me see. Maybe I believe that my friends would describe me like a determined person because I am not a stubborn, okay, but I am really determined. And when I fix something in my mind, I just try to do my best to achieve it. So I think it's a good one.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Juliana?
Uh, this question is very difficult, but I think loyal friend because even when my friends are wrong, I argue with them and get mad, but I still have their back. That's
All right, thank you. And what about you, Ludian?
Is the question number 2, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay. Um, I think that you could say that I'm the only who make everyone laugh all the time. I try to to give some joy and make a joke, like it's like that with my friends. Like when they invite me, it's because they said, it's because we want to laugh today. So I think I'm trying to be a positive person, and I like these, and the other ones they saw that too. So
All right. And I like to think the same as you, Ludian. I like to look to myself and think I'm a funny guy. I think at the first time when I'm talking to a stranger or someone I'm knowing better, I like to think I'm a funny guy, a happier guy. But the last Christmas we made how can I say amigo secreto, secret friend, something like that. And my friends told me I'm a annoying guy, a boring guy, 'cause I like to follow the rules, strictly follow the rules. And they said to me I'm boring sometimes or I'm a difficult guy because, for example, if I said to them, oh, let's study English 7 a.m., I will be here. I don't like to be late, I prefer to follow the rules. For example, if my wife said to me, we couldn't give sugar to our daughters until they had 2 years. So I accepted this rule and I took this as a true, and when I saw my wife giving sugar to my daughter with 1 year, I told to her, but you said we couldn't give sugar to her. And I start to complain about that to her. But she didn't like me complain with her about this. And anyway, so I'm this kind of guy, I like to follow the rules. So nowadays, I'm seeing myself as a boring guy, and that's not so good, So I'm trying to change or be more positive, I think, and try to relax. Because when someone do not follow the rules, this is hard to me. It's I get frustrated inside, and it's hard to deal with this feeling. So I'm working to be a better person and just relax, My friend said to me, man, you need to relax sometime. So that's what I think. I'm a boring guy. Sorry. Anyway, I like to think I'm funny, but sometimes I can be boring, and that's not good. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Ludian already said that. And let's go with the question number 3. Andrea, can you start the question number 3, please?
Yes. What's something you loved doing as a kid? I remember, guys, that I used to play with, how can I say? I forgot the name of the dolls. Oh my gosh.
Polly?
Sorry?
Polly?
No, it was not a boneca. I was like a boy when it comes to play. I like Playmobiles, guys. Guys, do you
Mm.
remember Playmobiles?
I
Uh,
just listened this name, but I don't know what is.
yes, it's so cute. The bonequinho, so small. Take a look after on Google, Carlos.
Ah, all
Um,
right. It's kind of Lego.
yeah, that's it, Lego. I love it play with it, guys. And I also like it so much to write in a diary. I have this habit to write every day, and I was like 8, 9 years old. I didn't write so good, but I was just putting my ideas there and things that happened in my day at school, this kind of things. But I always been a person that always liked to play with things related to boys, not with the girls, like Barbie, this kind of things is not for me. I don't know why.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Andrea. Let's go through Juliana. Question number 3.
I use it to love walking up early, uh, grabbing my blanket, going to the living room, uh, turning on TV and watching TV Globinho,
Mm.
which showed a bunch of cartoons. E I drink my Nescau. There was no great place than that.
That's awesome. Sorry for asking. I know can be rude ask to a woman how old she is, but if you don't mind, how old are you, Juliana? Juliana?
I don't understand.
Sorry. I know can be rude ask to a woman their age, but I want to know you because I had the same memory than you. And how old are you?
A minha idade, né? Isso.
Não, tô perguntando a sua idade. Falei que
Ah,
pode ser, tipo, estranho perguntar pra uma mulher a idade, mas eu tenho a
não.
mesma memória que você.
Ah,
Quantos anos?
I 27.
Ah, so we are close. Cause yeah, that's interesting. Cause I had the same good memory than you. You know, wake up early, like 6 a.m. I was saying to Aparecida before we start, I like to wake up early, and since I was a kid, I like to wake up early. And sometimes I wake up 6 a.m. just to watch cartoons on the TV. You know, so I know the feeling. Sorry for asking your age at the internet. Anyway. Let's go with you, Lurian.
Guys, I'm worried because I love it to watch cartoons too, but I didn't like to wake up early. So normally I wake up like 9, 10 a.m. every day, and
Yeah.
after I start to watch cartoons, to take my breakfast, to have lunch, TV Globinho, and after go to school. But yeah, but it's more because of my family. My family, the routine is my family always they used to sleep very, very late and wake up late too. But for me, I think I can say about I like dolls too, but like general dolls, and I used to do clothes to my dolls, like for, and I really like to do that even nowadays, because I have my niece, I have my goddaughter, like I have a machine to do clothes. So it's something like I like to do because when we buy a doll, normally just have one dress, right? So something I like it to do. I remember that is to I have a my box with a lot of things to make clothes, to make even shoes too. I did shoes with how can I say the name of this? Cola quente, hot
Mm.
glue.
Hot
No,
glue, I think.
hot glue, yes. And I don't know, like I really like it to create in my mind things. I remember a lot of fairy tales to create stories with, like I said, in my family, my mom she was worried all the time about us going out, playing with the other people in the neighborhood. It's not because it was dangerous, because no, it's the capital. She didn't have anyone to take care of us. So me and my sister, we played a lot and at home, when we first. So we try to find some activities like that. And I remember I did a lot of fairy tales in my mind. Oh, this doll will do this. It's more like that. And that's it.
All right, all right. Uh, sorry, I was saying about you are saying about the doll's clothes, and my young daughter like to do the same. You know, changing clothes and preparing and imagining when she's playing. So I was thinking about her. My old daughter doesn't like to do this. Actually, she play. Less than I want with dolls, but my young daughter like to play. It's interesting. And what about you, Aparecida? Question number 3.
Okay. One thing I love doing when I was a kid was swimming in the river near my house. I lived in a part of my childhood in a small city in countryside of Bahia. I lived there during 6 years, I believe, in my childhood. And I loved staying the river and play in the water with my friends. I love this memory because I feel free and when I was there, and always there, always hot, and then we always stay in the river. And when we can't have to school, we go to the river, and after we come back to the school, we go to the river, and because it's so far, so near my home, and I believe 30 or 40 meters, something like this, close my house, the river. And I have good memories about these moments with my friends, and I can feel the feelings of the liberty, of the friendship, something like this. It's a good memory for me.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't have those kind of memories, going to a river when I was a kid. My father had a lot of histories like this, but where I live right now, it's far from water, so I don't know how to swim, for example. But I was saying I had the same memory than Juliana, and I was thinking about my old daughter. My old daughter liked to wake up early. She wake up 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. every day, and my wife always complained to her she wake up too early. And we had a rule here in my house. She cannot turn on the TV before 7 a.m. because sometimes she wake up earlier, 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. So it will be a lot of time to her watching TV. But I was remembering when Juliana was saying about her. So it was something I like to do, as I said, wake up early and watch cartoons. But I think I was thinking why I like to do that, and I like to think it's because I have two brothers, so we are three kids at the same house, and we only have one TV. So it's hard to manage what you want to watch when you have to fight with your brothers, for the TV time. So probably I like to wake up early because I could watch cartoons like Corrida Maluca, Peguem o Pombo, and so on. It was the cartoons who was showing the TV 6 or 7 a.m. And my brothers always like to wake up late than me, like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. So I remember wake up even on Saturdays and mm, Saturdays. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Domingo.
Sunday.
Sunday. All right. Saturday and Sunday. Even on the weekends, wake up early to watch cartoons. So I had the same memory than Juliana. Anyway, let's go with the question number 4. Juliana, can you start with the question number 4, please?
Okay. What's a tradition from your family that you still keep? My family don't have many traditions, but I say one of them is spend on day during the birthday week with the family, and we take birthdays very serious here, and we was spending Christmas together too.
All right, that's a tradition. And what about you, Lurian? Do you have a family tradition you try to keep?
Um, yes, we lose some traditions when people in my family passed away, but I can say for all the birthdays, my father he used to play in a band, not a band like a band, but it's a band with samba, and he played the tambourine. So in every birthday, no matters who, he will play the tamborim for, in Portuguese is pandeiro, okay? Just because tamborim, there are other suggestions of name in Portuguese. He sings and he played tamborim like a happy birthday to you. It's not just a happy birthday, so always is a kind of music, you know, and we do this for everyone, all the birthdays, and like when is the time to say to sing happy birthday, oh, 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 take the tambourine, take the tambourine. So it's always is like that, and it's a tradition now.
All right, that's funny. And do you know how to play a pandeiro, tamborim?
No, I know I did some classes of guitar. My father does is not proud of me, I know. But I try it, but it's really hard.
Yeah,
I
I
My
know.
goddaughter, she's 15 years old. She was here in the last birthday and she could, you know, play it. I said, "Oh, you can," and me no. Yes. But maybe it's a tradition my father will not pass for anyone.
Yeah. My family say I don't know even how to clap with rhythm, you know? Não sei nem bater palma
Ah,
com ritmo.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
I'm terrible with tamborim and any kind of instrument. I tried to learn guitar and I couldn't. But my brother, he had that gift. He learned how to play any instrument just listening. So he know how to play guitar, piano, teclado, and drums, bateria, and so on. Just listening. So it's a gift he had, but
Really a gift. I want to have.
no music talent to me. God gave everything to my brother.
No, but it's really nice. But I don't know because my hands are really small. Even for guitar, I had some problems with to play. But when you have a gift, just no, it was amazing. If I could have, so just use because music is really good.
That's that's interesting. Thank you. And what about you, Parecida? Do you have any family tradition you try to keep with in your family?
I'm thinking about this. I remember one thing I maintain a tradition. It's maintain I having couscous or tapioca for breakfast. It was a tradition in my home when I was a child, and until the teenager too, because we are from northern states. My mother is from Ceará and my father from Piauí, and I was born in Ceará and living in Bahia during part of my childhood. Then we have this tradition, and nowadays I having this every day when I are couscous or tapioca. I have a bread, for example, 1 or 2 times during the week because I prefer couscous or tapioca because I believe it's because my memories about my childhood is this because of the flavor. The I don't know, but I prefer.
That's interesting. You mentioned you only eat bread once or two times per week, but I discover I'm addicted to bread because I was doing a feast. I don't know how to translate jejum in English, but I remove bread from my oh my gosh. I stopped to eat bread for 2 weeks and it was so hard to me, you know. I always like to think meat it's my favorite or barbecue it's my favorite kind of food, but I discover it's not. I like to eat bread uh at the morning, during the afternoon, and sometimes at night. Those days I was counting, I eat 7 pão francês, bread, French bread at the same day, and I look, oh, that's too much, you know. So anyway, just random thought. Sorry. And what about you, Andrea? What's a tradition from your family that you still keep?
I think my family keeping reunion, themselves in the Christmas. I think it's really important because we have a big family. My mom has 11, 10 brothers, 10 siblings, siblings. So it's a big family. So every Christmas we we usually reunite ourselves, and also in Mother's Day, for example, we like to have this reunion again, but to make a feijoada with all the family, all the mothers together. So it's really nice.
All right, thank you for sharing. And I was trying to remember kind of family tradition at my family, but my mother and my father, they didn't have any tradition that I can remember. I think barbecue at the weekends, it's something we do every week for since I can remember. So at the Sunday we like to do barbecues, but my family doesn't celebrate birthdays or anniversary. I don't know why. It's a normal day to us. Of course, when I was a kid until 7, 8, I remember doing birthday parties, but at this some time we just stopped with no reason. And Christmas and New Year, sometimes we celebrate, sometimes we didn't. I don't know why. So it was not a kind of tradition. But since I get married, I adopt a family tradition from my wife, and that's what I think it's the most important to us right now. We like to have lunch together all days, So the dinner, sometimes we skip this, but we like to sit at the table and have lunch together. So it was something my father-in-law, meu sogro, had this tradition, and she stopped everything he was doing and to have lunch with the family at the table. And that's something I try to keep with my own family, with my wife and my daughters, because it's an important moment to talk, each other, to look face to face and spend time together. And it's something I try to bring to my own family. It's really interesting, and I like it when I have lunch with my wife family, and I bring this to my family as well. All right, let's go to the question number 5. Luden, can you start the question number 5, please?
Yes. What was your favorite toy or game growing up? I think I really like video games in general, but I didn't have it. So, but my cousins, they did, and all the time when we were there, I think we are impressed about technology. Um, all the time when we were there, like we try to play. But I for say about a really toy or maybe a game. Um, I don't know the name in English. Amarelinha.
Yellow, little yellow.
Little yellow. I know the name in French, but I don't know. If it's right here is maybe a hoopscotch. Hopscotch. Hopscotch. I really like Amarelinha. And even today, when I saw a hopscotch in the floor, I play it. If in the street, I need to. It's in inside of me, and I don't know. And I like dolls, like I said, to play with my dolls. General, like Polly or Barbies. I remember I really like it. Nowadays, I have a collection of Barbie, but it's something like adult, it's not to play. I have 35 Barbies that I don't like when my goddaughter, my niece want to play. I'm really careful about because it's my collection. I'm trying to get a collection of a Barbie of how can I say because Barbie in the past was just one model, blonde, skinny, like that. And now they are doing Barbies with more diversity. And I'm trying to buy the different ones. For example, I have a Barbie without a leg, with a leg more like a prosthesis, or I
All
have a
right.
Barbie more a little fat, or I have a Barbie tall, I have a Barbie. No. So I'm trying to do this collection. So always I think dolls in general, video games because of technology. I think it was impressive for me. And amarelinha, hopscotch. That's
Did
it.
you keep the dolls at the box or not?
Yes, in the box. I want to do a place when I have my place, my home, but for now it's in the box because of to avoid some no dirt.
You never watch a movie called Toy Story? Did you watch Toy Story?
I watch, but not all the movies.
Yeah,
Because
cause
I know could be sad.
yeah, it's sad to the dolls keep in the box and no one playing with them, you know? They keep sad,
Yeah,
so
they
you'll be
keep
good.
I will talk with my dolls now, guys. Sorry, you're sad. Yes.
Because I don't remember in which Toy Story, but there was uh, um a doll. I don't remember which kind of, but I remember they were sealed in the box, and the toy was complaining about that. Oh,
Yeah.
no one is playing with me, so I'm stuck in this box anyway.
I just remember one scene about I think it was Andy when he put a lot of toys in the box and he let the
Mm,
and this was sad for me, like
that was a sad moment for sure.
uh, no, it's oh my god, childhood, right? But yes.
Yeah, go play with your Barbies.
Okay, I will play with my Barbie. I think it'll be a little weird, like people play with Baby Reborn, but
Oh, that's another subject. Let's prepare an entire immersion about Bebê Reborn, just to discuss this. Let's.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, I have my own thoughts, and I don't want to put fire on our conversation right now.
okay.
But I will prepare. It's a good subject. Probably next week we can talk about Bebê Reborn. Baby Reborn. I don't know how to say this in English. Anyway, let's go with the question number 3. Sorry. Let's go with the question number 5, Aparecida. What do you think about question number 5?
Well, I remember I had a favorite toy was a doll with long black hair, and I loved making clothes for her and putting improvised earrings on her. And of course, I can't sweep the clothes. My mother costurava with the clothes, and I love put different clothes on her, putting different earrings on her, and I spend a lot of time in playing with her. I have good memories of this doll. Not was my most beautiful doll. I don't know why I love this doll. Until nowadays, I don't understand, but only her. I put the exchange clothes and earrings, and I have other dolls more biggest and more beautiful, but I love this one. I don't know why. It is.
All right. Thank you, Aparecida. And what about you, Andrea?
Guys, as I said, I like it so much to play with Playmobiles, Lego, right? And I remember about the board game. Do you remember, guys? Jogo da Vida, Banco
Hmm.
Imobiliário.
I like
So,
that.
yeah, I spent a lot of time playing it with my friends. And something that I am not into until nowadays, it's about video games. I don't have this ability for video game and about cards as well. I don't know how to play anything like 21, tranca, this kind of things. It's not for me, guys. I don't know why. But boarding games, I really love it to play. Really, really love it.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I know. I learned with my wife how to play. It's not 21, but cash, cacheta, I think. I don't remember exactly, but I'm terrible. I don't know how to play truco or any card, but
Yeah.
just Uno. I just Uno. Do you know Uno?
Yes, but even Uno, I don't know how to play.
Yeah,
I am
but
terrible.
board games I like you, as you said, I like a lot Banco Imobiliário. I always want to be rich at Banco Imobiliário, but sometimes I couldn't. Anyway,
Yeah.
and what about you, Juliana? What favorite toy or game did you have when we were growing?
Ah, I love it playing Mario Kart and the Flintstones. And volleyball, but I was terrible at it. Uh, and when it comes to dolls, I really like Polly dolls and Carrie Beer, ursinhos carinhosos. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I remember Ursinhos Carinhosos. I had one, I think, a blue one.
Yeah, I remember then, but I didn't like to watch because it was girl stuff, you know. I know all of you are girls, but I was a boy, and oh, it's too.
Lembrem-se das noites animadas em torno do banco imobiliário.
Sorry, it was too colorful to me, you know, Ursinhos Carinhosos. So I didn't like, but I like to. My favorite game it was dodgeball, queimada. I like that so much, you know. I could spend a whole day playing that, and when the teacher brings a ball to play at the school, oh my gosh, I give my life to win those games because I didn't have ability to play soccer. I'm terrible with that. I didn't like to play at video games. Actually, I play a lot, but it was just with friends. When I bought my own video game, I realized I didn't like to play and I stopped it. But dodgeball, it was my favorite game. All right. Girls, we are getting close to the end of our conversation.